point, when we built the second or third generation of our Cemper-part4.m4v juice tool, which would indicate if a page is juicy or not, we realized that the cache date doesn't have anything to do with the actual indexation date. And especially on inner pages of websites, the cache date, more often than not, does not show up at all, or shows a date that might be a week ago. But the content that you see, if you Google for that page, could be from yesterday. It does not relate. It's random data like with the Google PageRank. And that's what Matt Katz actually confirmed last year at SMX Seattle, at the panel with Danny Sullivan. He confirmed, yeah, we got all these guys that build these great SEO tools that scrape our PageRank data centers like crazy. And at some point we thought, okay, let's spit some crap in there and make fun of them. So they do have filters that by random return crap data for the PageRank. And that pretty much says all. I'm not saying that there is no PageRank inside Google. When I say PageRank is crap, I'm talking about the public toolbar PageRank that you see at the toolbars. And I think Google, at some point, I think a month ago, realized that they can't show that data within their tools, so they removed the PageRank from the webmaster console at all. It used to be in there, but it's not anymore. So all we have is this public toolbar PageRank API, and I wouldn't trust it for a second. Don't look at it. The only thing that matters is relevancy and trust, and that has been the case for years already. Which is why we developed our 7 golden rules of link building that each of my link builders has printed on his desk. And rule number 1 means the link has to be on a page that is relevant to the link, to the topic that I want to link for. And the link has to be inside the content, not the footer. Rule number 2 is the domain has to be trusted. I'm sure you heard about trust rank and how it propagates. I would be happy to go into detail in the Q&A when I'm done with the session, but I'm sure all you guys are waiting for the next event. I think it will be Buffett or something. Natural anchor text, we saw the example before. Each of my link builders has a report, a live report for all the links that we build for a client, for that project of that client, where everyone sees what links we already built for that client, what anchor text we used. The goal is to never use one anchor text a second time, at least not in the same month. So a lot of variations, natural language variations, are being linked with. That's what I call natural anchor text distribution, because the examples I showed were only a small fraction. Usually what you see is that the natural backlink profile really looks like the huge long tail that you see in keyword analysis. I think Gary mentioned that 25% of search terms were not searched before, or 20. That's the goal with linking. At least 20-25% of the links we place should not have been linked with before to make it look natural. No follow is a special thing here, and I just want to advocate that you build no follows if you find a relevant page. And if it is a no follow link on a relevant page, on a trusted domain, Wikipedia comes to mind. It makes sense, because it makes sense for the user. The links that are on a Wikipedia page are valuable simply because it is a super high traffic site, it is trusted, and the links that remain in Wikipedia make sense. Who of you tried to sneak in a link on a Wikipedia page once? Okay. And who had his link deleted? Okay. Okay, well, what usually happens is that there are a lot of freelance moderators and a lot of people that are really into keeping the quality of Wikipedia up, which is a good thing. Google knows that. So I'm very, very positive that while there might be a no-follow tag, even links from especially links from Wikipedia work different. And that is true for every authority site. The page that you get a link on must be juicy. I'll get to that in a minute, but in general it means the page must rank for phrases that are on the page in the body text. The page must rank. I do have an example later on where we see a page that looks great, that has a page rank of 5, it looks okay. But if you Google text from that page, you get 140 different results. And that page is not even within those results, because it's all duplicate content. Well, you should not spam. With that, I refer to especially, let's say, links that you would buy or build in blogs. Stupid little commands like, oh, thanks for the info, plug the link in there. That's spam it. That doesn't contribute to the community. The idea here would be to have a balance between the content, the value that you add to a discussion in a forum or a blog, and the link that you get out of it. And of course, all kinds of automation, be it the mentioned X-Room or other kind of tools that were built with the sole purpose of sneaking links into some other sites, is spam. And actually hurts your site more than it helps, unless you have a site with a projected lifetime of 2 or 3 weeks. Anyone has a site like that? Can I see? Okay, well, those are the test projects. I refer to that as education projects. But usually big brands don't have that. Well, and you shouldn't buy links simply for the page rank. Actually, that comes back to the page rank is useless thing. The value, the price tag of a link, if you reimburse that to somebody who gives you the link, is not measured in page rank. Simple as that. So we spoke about natural anchor text variations, and it's true simply because my mother doesn't know what anchor text is. And if I get an email from my mom sending me a web page that she found on Google, which she's really proud about, well, I get a URL, I get, you know, the title of the page, whatever happened when she did the copy paste or dragged the link into the email or the chat. She doesn't care, and she doesn't have to, and real users really don't have to. It's Google's job to understand what the page is about and what the link is meant to mean. And you should also build no-follow links if it's relevant. My mom doesn't have the no-follow thing plug-in in her browser that puts every no-follow link to pink. Actually, well, has any one of you tried to go to Facebook with such a no-follow link plug-in turned on? Your eyes start to bleed, right? Because everything's in pink. You don't look at PageRank, just like other users. And the nofollow attribute officially only has the meaning to not leak PageRank, to not transfer PageRank, whatever the official definition is. Normal users don't look at PageRank. You shouldn't look at PageRank. So looking at nofollow doesn't make sense either. And in fact, it's highly unnatural for a site, especially popular sites, to only gain follow links. We ran into that situation with a client last year once, where we realized that we were missing to build no-follow links for his backlink links. What I said about a juicy page, it does rank. You pick a random snippet of text in 20 words, and if you Google that in quotes, and the page comes back number 1, it's juicy. If it doesn't, or if you get 50, 200, or 500 results, you know it's duplicate content. And then I wish you good luck looking through all the 50 pages of Google, trying to find that domain where you took the text from. And usually, because of the duplicate content filters and Google maintaining its index, the page isn't in there at all. Maybe it is, but still, it says something if the same body copy is on hundreds of websites. And it's not of value to add a link there, right? So that's a pattern too. Link growth from sites that are duplicate content, that are article syndication sites, are typically, I'm an SEO pattern. And we don't want to tell Google that we are. Yeah, don't buy links for PageRank. Enough said about that. And I think we've got 10 minutes. How am I doing with the time? 10 minutes left? Some words about link growth. Actually, link growth is one of the most overlooked aspects in link building. Sometimes clients call me and say, I want 1,000 links. Okay. When do you want to start? Immediately. When should it be done? Well, we need the 1,000 links to